Hello everyone, welcome to Meridian Overseas. Today we are going to have a session with Yorkville University delegate and we are going to discuss everything. So I welcome you, Ms. Kanjil, on the platform, and we'll discuss about everything regarding the Yorkville University and why students should go Canada in this university.
Thank you so much, Kanupriya. It is pleasure for me to be a part of this session, and I'm looking forward to discuss with you. And if students have any doubts, definitely we'll have a very good interactive session about Yorkville University today.
So my first question will be like,
Yeah.
why students should go Canada?
Yeah. Right. So see, Canada is a growing country right now, right? The major thing with Canada right now is that the population which actual Canadians are, they're at a very old age. So the country requires immigrants, right, to come and boost their economy and work in the engage in themselves into the job fields and education in the international industry, right? So major thing here is that they are a country who are okay to welcome immigrants. So that is the most positive thing. As now again, as they have changed their requirements as well with accepting PT and TOEFL, which anyhow inclines that they want more people coming to Canada. So that is one of the positive things when we talk about Canada, that they are welcoming and they are very, very open up to the students who are coming. Even they have PR things, right? So many people do apply for their PR also and still they get their PR. So it's an immigrant friendly country. The first major benefit with Canada is.
Very true. The student basically opt Canada just to, the first motive is to settle there.
Settle there, yeah.
And I have seen students, they want to go as a pathway to US as well.
Yeah.
Easy to travel US if they directly don't get the visa for the US. So they use the pathway for Canada as a.
Yeah, actually, it is it is a sister country to Canada, right? So there are many benefits if you go to Canada, if you are eligible for your PR and citizenship, then there is a high chances that you might get work in USA as well in future.
Yes. Even the students, like I've seen people who got the PR or who are working there on post-study work permit, they travel to US and they come back to Canada again on the same day basis. They go there because
yes. So a very funny thing, as you told me this thing, there are students of Yorkville who have completed their bachelor's degree from Vancouver and now they have settled, but they have got their jobs in USA. So they travel in the morning and they come back in the evening to Canada. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen students there. Yeah. So that's a quite like I agree with you that it's an immigrant friendly country and student wants to go there just to settle as well, a good living standard as well.
Very true.
So why a student should go Yorkville University? Tell me about like what are the USPs of Yorkville University?
Okay, so Yorkville University got situated in 2003. We have major two campuses with Yorkville. The first major campus is Toronto and second is Vancouver. So with Indian students, these are the major locations where Indian student wants to go, either Toronto or either Vancouver. The reason is that either you have your friend members or you have your family or friends over there. So it gives you a comfort zone to go to such cities, right? The major thing with Yorkville is that the courses which we have are very competitive courses in nature. Like if I talk about my first course, that is Bachelor of Business Administration. We have 4 specializations: accounting, energy, project, supply chain, and fifth is a general BBA. Right. Now the benefit here is, if I talk about first accounting, so accounting is one of those courses where it is even accredited by CPA, that is Chartered Professional Accountancy. If I say in layman language, it is an Indian CA. Right. So if a student who is keen on studying CPA in future, you are really very motivated to go for accounting because it helps you to complete your CPA. Even 12 subjects get exempted when you study your CPA, and even we help you to get those courses done, right? Again, supply chain, that is again recognized by Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals. So if you see like logistics, everything right now runs on supply chain, right? Many things like for us, GPA is very easy, Paytm is very easy. Everything is connected with e-commerce, right? So students who are going for supply chain, they have a huge scope even if they switch to any other country to future. Third course, which we have, energy. I can't emphasize this course because I love this course content, because this is one of the unique course in complete Canada. I guess there are very handful of universities who have energy management, right? So here you will study oil, natural gas, petroleum, thermal, power, all such types of courses, right? And this line of course will always have a demand, because if you see European countries and all those countries, they are completely right now working on renewable resources. And
Right.
after a while, even Canada, US, Australia will also start working on renewable energy. So this course actually has a very good demand and the supply is less. I guess there are only three of universities or maybe colleges who has energy management. So this course also has a huge scope for the students, right? So these are the major benefits if I talk about the courses, right? And again, the major benefit in Canada with Yorkville is that we don't require mathematics as a prerequisite, right? So
Is the most demandable thing by the students,
yeah,
because in almost all the colleges, all the universities, to go with the BBA, maths is required.
exactly. So yeah, even if a student is from biology background, even if they're from arts background, they're from commerce, they're still eligible to go for all the courses. We
Right.
don't have any prerequisite. Obviously, when you come to the university, you have to study in your semester one, but that will not include any extra cost. It's completely in the fee structure only. You don't have to pay anything extra. Yeah.
So it's a good thing. So we
Yeah.
have only BBA programs, or
So
we have.
we have two other programs as well. That is Bachelor of Interior Design and Bachelor of Creative Arts. So if
Okay.
I talk about Bachelor of Interior Design, that is again one of the unique course we have, because again, if you have done a research, you will get architecture, civil, urban planning, construction. These courses are available, right? But interior, I think only one or two universities has interior design. Right. So again, the year it is a huge benefit for students to get for interior design. I always say this thing whenever I take my sessions: ki civil industry will never see a downfall in Canada, because it is so huge in size that they require manpower to build infrastructure to those countries.
True.
Right. So the thing here again, the benefit is that this course also doesn't require maths, and even they don't require portfolio.
This is a quite a good, again, the requirements is not so much high. Student can directly get the admission without portfolio as well.
Yeah.
So in these two courses, maths is required.
No, we don't require maths, but again, they have to study in their semester one. But from if a student is from even from arts background, still they can go for interior design. So we
Oh.
don't have any subject prerequisites.
So
Any
basically, what is the entry requirements for all these programs?
so entry requirement, if you are from your grade 12th, minimum requirement is 50 to 55%, either in your state boards or either from the IB or ISC, whichever boards you are. Percentage 50%. We accept IELTS, PT, TOEFL, all three examinations.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a one wonderful thing, because IELTS we accept overall 6 with not less than 5.5. PT we accept 50 or above. TOEFL we accept 70 or above. So
Okay.
with this course, you will get your unconditional offer letters.
So is conditional offer letter is available?
Yes, we provide conditional offer letters on both the conditions, on academics also and on English language proficiency exam also.
So you provide both the offer, like both the conditionals
Yes,
together?
we do. We do. Yes.
So if student is currently pursuing, like have not got the result for 12th as well, they can apply.
Yeah. But I guess now 12th results are pretty much out.
Yeah.
So, but maybe if somebody plans to apply for next year, and if they want to apply much in advance, they can apply in both the conditions.
Right. So quite a good option for
Yeah.
students. If
I
they
guess there are very few universities who gives you right now condition offer letter on your IELTS examination.
Yes, very few.
Very few. Yeah.
In Canada, IELTS is mandatory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Like it's without IELTS, you cannot travel Canada.
Yes.
Yes, it's the requirement of SGS as well. So if for the SGS category, student has to appear for the IELTS. As of they have come up with the new approvals of new exams, but
Yes.
they are approved right now, but they are not official by IRCC till
Yeah.
yet.
Let's wait for the best. Can we get those good news very soon?
Yeah. So we have all the options without maths. And
Yes, we have all the options without
we have
maths.
only two campuses.
Yeah, so we have first campus we have, that's Toronto. So in Toronto, it's in Yonge Street, Concord. So if you want to understand the complete location, it is hardly 15-20 minutes from Toronto International Pearson Airport.
Okay.
Major cities like Brampton, GTA area, downtown, and all those regions, it's like 20-25 minutes drive. So the bus facilities are very good in Canada, like public transport. If student wants to stay in Toronto or maybe Brampton or maybe GTA area with their friends or relatives, they can. You can commute to the university within 25 to 30 minutes. So it's easily accessible.
And how much gap is acceptable?
We don't have any problems with gap, very honestly.
So
right?
A student pass out 12th in 2018 or 2019 then?
We are fine with it. Yes, we are completely fine with it.
So no like no particularly gaps requirements is there? A 10-year gap
See,
also.
on a safer side, I guess 4 to 5 years should be more than enough because you are going for a bachelor's degree. But in case there is some genuine gaps and there were some medical reasons, or maybe there might be some other family reasons, and they were having huge gap. So technically, as a university, we would accept it, but you need to definitely show your paperwork while applying for visas, what we are doing for that particular duration. So
Right.
I don't have any major issues, but with 4 5 years, I have seen visas getting through. Yeah.
Okay. So how many intakes do we have? So
We
I
have,
have
yeah.
rolling intakes.
Yes, like that is the one very fascinating thing about Yorkville. We have rolling intakes. So we have 4 intakes in a year. We have January, we have April, we have July, and we have October.
Okay.
So, yeah. So right now we are even open with July, and we are even open with October.
So I guess July will be a little late for the students.
Yes. Yeah, because right now if I even issue the offer, you will process for your tuition fees, your GIC, medical. So that will pretty much take time. So yes, right now the ideal intake should be October.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if a student is looking for rolling intakes, and if they miss one intake, they can go in the next intake within 2 or 3 months.
Yes. And again, the best thing is care final offer letter includes 2 intakes. Like if you apply for October and then you pay your tuition fees, the final offer letter will have October 23 and Jan 24 both. So
both,
you don't need to process for defer also. That offer is already valid for Jan 24.
so it's quite a good thing. For deferment, student needs to wait again.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
to come in a pipeline. If of the seats are available, then they will get the offer. Otherwise,
That's a bigger challenge, I feel. Okay, the seats gets closed.
it's a very bigger challenge for Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have like, do we have any application charges for the university
No.
application?
We don't have any application fee. The best thing is you get your offer within 3 to 5 working days. So for example, today is Saturday. So technically we are working, but Canada is closed. So in case if you apply Monday, by Thursday or Friday, you will have your unconditional, conditional or unconditional offer letter.
Okay, so the TAT is around 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
So how the refund and withdraw policy works?
Okay, so now, God forbid, if a student gets rejection, right, then the admin charges is only 500 and the remaining fees will be refundable between 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
2 to 3 months.
Yeah, mostly it comes between 4 to 6 weeks, but maybe there might be vacations or there might be some holidays. So on a safer side, we technically keep it till 8 weeks, but in maximum cases, it is still 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so the major what I have heard with the Yorkville University is that the student can complete their programs in a fast track basis as well.
Yeah.
So can you
That is the beauty of the all the courses which we have. So as we discussed, we have 3 courses, right? So coming back to BBA first. So with BBA, I think pretty much everyone is aware in Canada, each bachelor is of 4 years. You require 4 years degree to get into a master course in future, right? So BBA is a course of 4 years, but here we are giving you a flexible option. You can fast track your course, right? So in that, you can finish your bachelor's in as few as 2.5 years. So almost in a diploma duration, you will get your whole bachelor's degree. So yes, please.
The student will get the same PSW?
Yes, he'll be eligible for his up to 3 years postgraduate work permit.
It's quite a good thing for the students who are planning for completing the bachelor as well on the duration of the diploma.
Exactly. So here the basic thing is you will get your offer for 4 years. Even you can apply your visas for 4 years. At the time of enrollment, you can decide that in what duration you want to finish the course. So it can be 2.5 years, it can be 3 years, it can be 4 years. So that is completely student's choice in what duration they want to finish the course.
In that manner, the student is not like, if they want to do in the fast track basis, so they will not get the summer breaks or like that, or that the courses will be add on in their subjects.
So technically with BBA, we have 40 subjects. It is a course of 120 credits and 10 terms. So when they opt for 2.5 years, they will not get any vacations. They will study constantly for 2.5 years without breaks.
Okay.
Let's say if they want to go for 3 years, then they will have 3 months of break in year 1 and again 3 months of break in year 2. And if they go for complete 4 years, then they will have definitely summer and winter both the breaks.
In all the years.
Yes.
So the most important part that every student is looking, that is scholarship.
Yeah.
Do we have any scholarship?
Yes, we have a predefined scholarship that is 10,000 Canadian dollars. So the eligible student gets 10,000 Canadian dollars scholarship immediately in their pre-offer. So the table is made. So right now till July, the fee is 72,720. Once
Oh,
you get your $10,000 scholarship, your fee will come to 62,720.
so any special entry requirements for the scholarship?
No, there is no such special requirement. That is default scholarship which we have provided to the students. So it is eligible for every student. If you see, the offer will already have two tables. One will be for the fees of the 10 terms and one will be the scholarship for the 10 terms. So that will you will immediately get once you get your offer letter.
Okay, so like there is no special requirement for the
No.
scholarship. Right. So, like, if a student, can you please tell the students like how it is important to attend them the orientation day?
It's very important, very important. If somebody's from who, if somebody's who have joined the July for Yorkville, then they might be aware. Last week we had an orientation session by the Canada team from the university. So all the program advisors of Yorkville University, both campuses, Ontario and British Columbia, the whole team had joined. Our director of admissions have joined, and they pretty much took a orientation session of 1 hour. The major benefit here is of the orientation is you get to know your people. Okay, when you're traveling to Yorkville, nobody is a new person to you, right? So in case if you face any challenges in regards to accommodations, in regards to airport pickups, or in regards to SIM cards, or as small as any such things, right? Program advisor is always there to help you. And even we say in our sessions, okay, please talk to your program advisors. Once you pay your fees, once your visa is in high commission, talk everything to program advisor. Okay, what challenges you are facing, what you have in your mind. They're more than happy to help you. Even they provide you them with your they provide you with your their WhatsApp number, so it's easier for you to communicate with them. So technically we require all the forms, like we require your emergency contacts, we require your photographs for creating your ID card, we require your registrations, because till now we were even running online studies. So we require all those things. So once you fill all those things from your side, then only we can start your registration process. So joining and filling up these forms are very important for you personally, right? Because what happens once you reach there, and if the deadlines have been crossed, then the worst scenario is you might need to defer your intake. So we don't want that. So we at least start this process 1 or 2 months prior the intake.
So the orientation day is very important for
Very
this.
important. Yeah.
So, like how students like connect with the counselors or with their advisors. So student get the mail from the university.
Exactly. Once they pay the fees and once their visa file is high commission. So right now we have July. So for July, program advisors will start contacting each and every student from May. Okay,
Mail.
what is your status update? What have you processed your visa? Have you received your visa? If yes, then please send me your PPR copy, send me your study permit, and I'll enroll you. So everything is done by program advisor. We just need student to be proactive to revert to those mails. Yeah.
So basically, the student has to be very active on the mails, whatever they are receiving from the university.
Yes.
Each
Yes.
and every mail is important for them.
Yes, and even as a representative of Yorkville, we do send this information to you guys also. So you will
Right.
also have the all updates when we are having Zoom sessions regarding orientations, when we are having the mandatory form requirements, when we are having the what to say this pre-accommodation sessions. So everything is updated to the RPs also from our
Yes,
side.
I was just coming to the accommodation part as well.
Yeah.
So, how accommodation works in Yorkville? Accommodation as well as the job placements. We have what education fairs we have, or how can we help students to get the jobs as well, part time as well as the full time jobs as well.
Yeah. So first I come to accommodations, then we pretty much have our websites. Definitely, when we had a registration session with students, the whole presentation was given to the students. So there were many options, like you can choose on campus, you can choose off campus, even if you want to choose which is stay with a Canadian family, that option was also there. So it depends what is students' convenience. So we give them all the links. Okay,
Right.
wherever you want, there is no compulsion in Canada that you have to stay on campus unless student wants to stay on campus, right? So we provide all such links and you can apply. And in case if you get stuck, again, you can reach to a program advisor and they'll be able to help you, okay, where you need to stay and which is the nearby city from the university, right? Coming to jobs, again, we have our job portals, right? So again, we have every university has their job portals where you can put your resumes, where you can put your certificates and what course you have done. Accordingly, the company will contact you. Okay, this is the requirement. But very honestly, Kanupriya, with our courses, as they are competitive, many students have got the jobs from their professors' referrals also. So
Yes.
that is a very beneficial thing. So if a student is very proactive and extrovert, it is a huge benefit. Many professors have helped students to get their jobs.
So like we have online on-campus jobs as well.
On-campus job is available, but definitely it might take 2 or 3 months to get that job. It will not like you once you reach and you immediately get your job. But you
Then
need to be
we
in touch
have
with
to
your
make
team members. Yes, yes.
definitely student has to make the connection with the professor.
Exactly. So I always say, learn to speak, right? Even if you make mistakes, you have to speak.
That's what I always tell my students, that ultimately your skill, your confidence, and your knowledge will help you to build up your career in that.
Exactly.
So this is how it works, because student has to speak. That's a very true point. Ultimately, if
Yeah.
student will not speak, how the professor will get to know the requirements and everything?
Because it is a complete different country. They don't understand Indian culture, right? Like for here, we need to ask 10 times, 20 times, then student might speak. But they, if you don't ask one time, they're like, you're pretty good. You don't have any issues. So in case if you stuck anywhere, in case if you're stuck at your presentations, assignments, dissertation, don't hesitate to talk to professors. Cannot able to understand, the professors are there to help you. And actually, when we have sessions, we tell this, even you have a little discomfort, it might be a minor discomfort, go to your program advisor, go to your professors, and they're more than happy to help you. So don't think it might sound childish or it might sound foolish, right? It's completely fine. You're going to a new country, you're learning new things. Till you don't ask, you will not learn new things. Yeah,
Definitely student has to be very proactive in this.
Yeah.
So like getting in part-time job in the on-campus part is a little difficult or easy?
So see, what happens is we have students coming every year, right? So once the student moves to different second year, they might apply for the job. So very I would say on a great part, there are many program advisors who are alumni for Yorkville. They were a part of Yorkville University and now they have become a program advisor at Yorkville, right? So that are the benefits of Yorkville. Many students have got on-campus job, and now at the time of their work permit also, they're working full-time in Yorkville itself. They have not switched anywhere else. So those possibilities are really great. Again, coming to the part-time jobs, program advisors helps you there also. If you face any challenge, like you have been in Canada for 2-3 months now and still you are not able to get the jobs, still you can contact them. But my suggestion is mainly you get job, but you have to be little bit flexible. Like majorly when student doesn't get a job, that time I have seen is the stubbornness of student, that I don't want to go to such pro city, or I don't want to travel for 20 minutes or maybe 1 hour. So be a little opened up, right? And with Yorkville, one more benefit which we have, our classes are flexible, right? Like I require minimum 2 or 3 days in a week, and technically 18 hours, right?
I was coming to that point as well, that how a student can schedule their classes.
Yeah. So it is like minimum we require 2 or 3 days, right? So remaining 4 to 5 days, you are completely free.
Your voice is not audible actually.
Is it not audible now also?
Yeah, now better.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, classes are flexible. We only require 2 or 3 days. Remaining 4 to 5 days, they're completely free to do their part-time job.
So quite like definitely student has to work 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
So in the classes time, they can only focus on their classes and rest.
Exactly.
Can work.
So majorly the problem where it comes, students were not able to do a job, was the schedule of the classes. Now, for example, if you have a huge schedule, you're not able to justify the hours of work. Either you have to skip your sleep or you have to skip your classes, right? So here we don't have such problems. They can choose any 2 or 3 days, and remaining 4 to 5 days, they can complete focus on their work.
Okay.
So that is a benefit thing. Even yeah, sorry.
You continue.
So university was open on Saturday and Sunday also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the places are available on the weekends as well.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's basically student choice. Whenever they want to work, whenever they want to study, they can schedule on their time according to their work, as well as they can manage their work and study together.
So here the part of registration comes. Okay, when you do a early registration, you can get the empty slots of choosing the timetable.
Okay, so this is where student has to register on time.
Yeah, because if that day is particularly blocked, then you cannot select those days.
So like how did the registration part work? Can you explain the students like when they have to register their classes?
So technically registration almost begins a month ago from the intake. Like for July, from mid of the May or June, we have had a registration process. So once you fill your all mandatory forms, right? There are 6 or 7 mandatory forms which you have to fill. Once they have received all those forms from your side, you will get a registration email.
Okay.
We have received all your forms and everything. Now you can register for the course. Now, once you start your registration process, at that time, everything will be there on my Ask YU portal. So from there, once you select everything, your timetable will appear.
Okay.
You can select your class. So from there only you can decide that whether you want to finish in 2.5, whether you want to finish in 3 or 4 years. And at the same time, you can decide that how many days you want to come to the university. Like you want to come all 5 days or you want to just come for 3 days. So everything will begin when you will fill your mandatory forms and you will start a registration process.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have one question in my mind.
Sure.
Definitely most of the students will have as well.
Yeah.
What if they have select 2.5 years and now later on they want to change it, they want to reschedule it for 3 years or 4 years. So is it possible?
So technically minimum you have to study 3 terms, then you can apply for a break.
Okay.
So once you reach Canada, at least you have to study 3 terms.
Okay.
Either you continue, and if you feel you are feeling overwhelmed, like I don't want to study now, I need
the regular study student is pissed off, like they want some break.
Yeah, even anything, they might want to come back to India for a month or whatever, right? So in that case, you can add a vacation. There is no strict rule. If you have taken 2.5, then okay, it is now 2.5. You can change it in the mid of the course as well. It's up to you. So Yorkville is very flexible on all those grounds.
So what is the visa success rate for the Yorkville?
So with visa success rate, we are almost at 68 to 72% visas right now, which is on a very high side, looking at the Canada visa ratio from last 1-2 years. But yes, what I have seen the scenario is the major rejections which right now are coming, that is major is because of many students have 5.5 in one module. Like as a university, we accept 5.5 but from the visa prospect, I think 6, not less than 6 is a decent score to go with. So 68 to 72% we have almost seen from last 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
So hopefully this scenario will be over once they have made with the new decision.
I guess it should increase the ratio. I am very happy with that because very honestly with PT also we have seen good visas when even with non-SDS. Now coming into SDS, I think the things will be in a better place right now with IELTS, PT, TOEFL, everything coming under SDS. Yes.
So quite a good news for the students in future those planning to study.
Definitely.
Not last question, but definitely I just wanted you to wanted you to tell the students that how Meridian Overseas help the students in enrolling in the Yorkville University.
Okay, so a few things firstly which I want to highlight to students, and then we can switch to that question if it is fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Yeah, so as application fee is not there, you will get your offer within 3 to 5 working days. The best thing about the course is, as we told, we have scholarship. But the major thing when we talk about bachelor's degree is the major concern what I have seen from in my career of last 10 years. Okay, the fees is the constraint. Okay, students feel that the bachelor is on an expensive side. So don't see 62,000 in a one go, right? You have an option to break it down. Like for first year, you only have to pay 15,000.
So that is equal to the diploma.
Exactly. In diplomas are around 17 or 18,000 right now, majorly with Toronto and Vancouver. Here you are paying 15,000 and you're good to go with your SDS or non-SDS visa file. That is the major benefit, right? Second major benefit is we are even accepting open schooling. So if somebody from NIOS board, NWAC board, those boards are completely acceptable. We even don't have problems with gap, right? Like you have finished your 12th or maybe diplomas in 2017 or 18. Still we accept those profiles, right? Lastly, we even accept credit transfers. So if somebody is a drop student, like you have done your 1 year BCom and then you have dropped, you can still upload your transcripts and syllabus, and the subjects which are matching, we can exam those subjects.
Okay, so basically pathway is available.
Yeah. Majorly for interior design, the benefit is if somebody has done that N+3 in civil, interior or architecture, they're at the huge benefit because in that case, you can upload syllabus and transcripts. If for example, your 30 credits are matching the curriculum, you don't need to study the 30 credits. Now the fees for the 30 credits will also get reduced. So this is a very good advantage for those students.
So we have few of the students, they are asking that what score of PT is required to get admission in BBA.
So with Yorkville, we require 50 or above. right? But according to High Commission, what statement they have made, they'll require 60 for you to process under SDS. Yet they have not given the individual score. So there are two possibilities right now. Either you can, if you want to apply for PT, you can go under non-SDS, right? And if you want to apply for 10th August, then you have to see what individual score require High Commission is coming up with. But with Yorkville, with 50, will give you unconditional offer letter.
So I guess a student is asking that what about the job opportunities after completing degree from Yorkville?
Okay, so job opportunities, there are many options. With supply chain, you can get into logistics, you can get into e-commerce. With project management, you can become a project manager, right? So project management course is even affiliated with PMI, which is the highest certification for a project manager in North America. Like even Google had told, okay, if you want to become a project manager in Google, you require PMI certificate. So technically, you can become a project manager after project management. With accounting, you can even become a CPA, right? With energy management, you can look into conversations, renewable source energies. So all those types of jobs are available. And we have at Yorkville, we have a job portal also where you can put your resumes and you can see what job requirements are there in your cities or maybe in your nearby provinces. So that flexibility is given to all students.
As we have given this answer, but again, a student is asking that how much gap is acceptable for bachelor's?
So gap, there is no problem, dear. We don't have any particular requirement for the gap, but from a safer side, 4 to 5 year gap is more than okay, because then Meridian team needs to justify what you have done for that particular 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, so
you require paperwork for that. Yeah,
definitely for the visa purpose, we have to justify the High Commission that why this gap is there.
Exactly.
So because it's quite, we have to justify to the High Commission to get the visa.
So I guess that is for all countries, not only Canada. Wherever you go, Australia, UK, USA, every country requires gap justification.
What I feel is in US, a student can directly face off with the visa
interview. Yeah. So they have a luck factor.
Their point. And in Canada, we have to write the SOP.
Have to write. So yes.
The officer doesn't know the mind of the student, like what the student actually is thinking at that time.
No, very true. But that is a good thing, when you should be aware what you are doing for 2-3 years and what are your future plans.
Definitely. Yeah. And what I feel is SOP is a major part to get the visa in Canada.
Definitely. There are, see, very honestly, there was one case, I'll not disclose the location or something. The gap was of 13 years and students still got a visa for bachelor's. The student was 33 years.
Might have justification.
Exactly. So with Canada, everything is possible. How you present your visa file, that is the main thing with Canada. Yeah.
Not last the least, just tell our students that how we help them to get it.
Thank you first of all so much, Kanupriya and Meridian team, for organizing this session. It was really great to meet you all. So Meridian team helps you with your applications, with arranging your offer letters. They will support you with your GICs, medical, how you need to process everything, and how you need to process for your visas also. They take care of the applications with your visa file. So do get in touch with them. They already have their students studying at Yorkville University. Yes. So they pretty much know the situation, and they have, the benefit with you will be you can even hear from a student's mouth how Yorkville University is and how is their experience, right? So that is a very good thing. And this team has a fabulous team members there who are always in touch with me, and I am in touch with them. So anywhere you get stuck, they can always reach out to me and I can support you in that grounds. Even if you feel you want to talk to me, they can even arrange a Zoom session with me on one-to-one and we can talk. So all these facilities are given by Meridian Education in their offices. Do contact them virtually or visit their office if you're in the same city. And anything I can be help of, you can definitely let me know or let Kanupriya know on that ground.
Yes, definitely. If any of the students want to connect with us, they directly mail us on our mail ID on application02@meridian.org, as well as they can call us on our toll-free number as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for this fruitful session. And we are delighted to have you on the platform and just give us a broad knowledge about the university and the requirements.
Thank you so much, Kanupriya. And it was pleasure seeing everyone. All the best, guys. And be bold, be brave, and be talkative. That is the major thing, whichever country you go, that is the fruitful thing. And all the best for your plans abroad, whichever country you are going, and get successful in your life.
Thank you so much, Kinjal.
Thank you so much.